My name is Pierce Frazier, and I am the pastor at the Pittsburgh New Church. Today, I'm going to teach you the recitation that we're using for August of 2016 here in church. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using hand signs. And I've taken it from American Sign Language, but it's more Pidgin Sign Language. So if you speak real sign language, please forgive me. These signs are more for grounding the recitation in something physical, sensory, so that if you have trouble memorizing things, like passages from the Word, or if you have children and you want to teach them, this is a good way to ground it, so that it's not up there and forgotten. So here's our recitation. It is from Matthew chapter 5, verse 10, a portion of the Sermon on the Mount. Okay, so here is the recitation. Blessed are they who are persecuted for justice's sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Amen. So a little bit more about this recitation, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit with the hand signs, because the hand signs don't just ground it in our memory, but they also speak a little bit about what the Lord was talking about when he gave us this recitation, when he gave us this teaching. So first is blessed. If you'll notice, blessed comes from the mouth and goes out. If you can imagine, the Lord is blessing the disciples with the teaching that he's giving. And I'm trying to bless you with this recitation. A blessing is something that comes out from us and makes other people happy. In fact, the word that means blessing is sort of almost like a Greek transitive verb to happy someone. So I'm going to happy you. I'm going to bless you. Of course, in English, we don't say, I'm going to happy you, and that's why we have the translation, bless. So blessed, which means happy. Blessed from the Lord, happiness from the Lord. Blessed are those, and this is those, sort of all the people. Blessed are those who are persecuted. You can imagine someone being hit. It's not very good. Persecuted means being punished or going under trial or temptation. You can also think of somebody working hard, like life. We work hard at life. So the Lord will bless those who go through struggle, who are persecuted. For what? For justice's sake. Now, often here in most translations in English, you'll see the word righteous, which is sort of a new word that was invented when they did the first King James translation, really. And it caught on because the King James was so popular and sort of formed modern English. But the word righteous has huge connotation that is more than what we mean here. The Lord is talking really about justice. And justice means being in balance. That's why we use the American Sign Language for justice, not righteousness. It means being in balance with the Lord's law, or in harmony. In other words, when you try to live in harmony with what the Lord has taught, say living according to the 10 Commandments, then you are trying to be in balance or living a just life. And in fact, the heavenly doctrines for the new church given to us by Emanuel Swedenborg talk a lot about justice and how it's this heavenly virtue. So, blessed are those who are persecuted for justice's sake, for theirs is the kingdom. Now, kingdom, you can imagine the sash going across being a king, and this being the land. The kingdom, but the Lord's not talking about the kingdom on earth, which would be down here. He's talking about the kingdom of heaven. Heaven is up high and it's expansive and it has so much more to it. It's dynamic, it's living. In other words, we can have the kingdom, but of heaven, when we go through those struggles. So it's blessed are those who are persecuted for justice's sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And this is just a final amen. It's the sort of the amen you might say at the end of something. And amen means truly, this is true, I agree, I see it is true. Yes, very truly it is true. So one more time for the recitation, in full. Blessed are they who are persecuted for justice's sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. Amen.